Get your motherfucking asses in here. What the fuck was that shit on the Don Lemon show? You know what? I can't. I'm on Facebook, right? So I'm just collected, right? Y'all know usually Tuesdays I don't go live in the mornings, no how. But after that shit, we gotta talk. We gotta talk. And Daniel Grimes, you better clock out of work. You know what? Clock out of work. What's today? Tuesday? Clock out of work for the rest of the week. Actually, all this month of August is the Daniel blackout. Okay, what the fuck was that shit? Bro, let's get to it. I'm not even playing the intro this morning because I'm that heated. Fire is waiting, Lowe's available, but either way, we gotta go on tour. Let me take down this fucking damn intro. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And then there's me. What the fuck was that shit? That was Coon Icket TV if he actually made it. What the fuck was that shit? Bruh. So for those of you who don't know, Don Lemon had on this waste of life that should have been spawned by his mother called Emmanuel Khan with the E, right? And this was a family friend. This motherfucker right here said that black people said Bart wasn't a part of it. Motherfucker, those black people you talk to, they're not police. They're not the FBI. And let's not forget, this is 47's FBI. Are y'all crazy? Now, when I dropped in Coon Ticket TV's chat and said you are backtracking because now you're big mad that Officer Tatum or Race Bane Tatum withheld evidence that had other people in it. So now you said everybody on Horn Island could be a witness. And when I said to you, you got big mad, said I didn't have no brain. Motherfucker. Sometimes projection is a reflection. Sometimes projection is a reflection. Sometimes projection is a reflection. You have no brain because you don't know shit your damn self. See, that's the thing with Coon Icket TV, rather. He will tell you what to believe, and that should be gospel. But yeah, he'll say in the same breath that he don't know shit. That was Emmanuel Khan with the E. So what we're going to do right now, and Don, you better not have to lead that show. Motherfucker, bruh. Shit. Not everybody deserves a platform, Don. Not everybody deserves a platform. Not everybody deserves a platform. Okay, it's right here. Streamed 19 minutes ago. We're going to watch this whole thing. I don't give a fuck. Okay? We're watching the whole damn thing. I want y'all to see it because, child, this was just skip ahead to right here. All right, here we go. We're going to go right here because I'm not doing this shit. I'm not doing this shit. I want y'all to see this shit. This literally just happened 19 minutes ago. I want you to see this shit. Okay, I just want you to see it.
And that's probably why so many people have a hard time waiting for information because investigations aren't built on dramatic moments. They're built on details. One witness, one photograph, one interview, one phone record, one timeline. Then somebody asks a question. Does this match that? And if it doesn't, why not? If it does, what does that tell us? And then we keep going, okay? And so that's what I saw in that Cajun Navy report. Not a group of people saying we solved it, a group of people saying, here's everything that we have been able to collect. Here's how it might fit together. And that is different. It's a working document. It's not a verdict. And you know what else? How you solve things. You get to know the people who are involved with the families, the people who know each other. Okay? You get to know those folks. You interview them. You speak with them. You have a conversation with them. And that is what we're going to do with this gentleman right here. His name is Emmanuel Cuttenwith. Now, I don't know if you've seen some of his videos. He's here with us live. This is one of his videos.
I want you to
check it out, and then a word from our sponsors.
See, here's a lot of things that the people in the back of the room don't know. yes, us locals, we are privy to a lot of things because we know these people. I gave Nolan his first haircut. I know his parents. Been knowing him for years. Been knowing his mom since she was like in high school. I'm real good friends with her family. So here's the deal. When that video came out, and you hear them people on there talking that lady dug up and went and researched and brought up the sounds. The truth is this: if that video is legit, it's a few people in trouble. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. Now, see, this is the stuff that you got to wait for. This type of evidence, right? Now, I'm going to help you out here. All right? I hear Bart and them parents are suing. Bart's name was mentioned on the video. Okay? Well, I asked one of his friends, who was a black guy, about Bart a few days ago. And they said that Bart was cleared already. And according to the black people, they cleared Bart. I don't even know if the police cleared Bart. But it sounds like the black people that's involved cleared Bart. They said Bart ain't had nothing to do with it. But Bart's name is all over that tape. But if these black guys are telling the truth, then guess what? You see why his daddy's suing. And that's what I'm saying, people. You can't just be so quick to just do this type stuff, man. This stuff take time, bro. Investigation. I'm gonna tell you something, man. By the time it's all said and done, half of Ocean Springs might be going to prison, or half of Ocean Springs might be going on a vacation. You don't know yet, so just chill. And like I said, I know these people. I know they family. All right, we all been knowing each other, so ain't nobody on here taking up for nobody. I'm not looking out. I'm not looking out for nobody on here. I'm only speaking what I think is best to be spoken to keep the peace until the facts come out.
You know what every entrepreneur tells themselves? Oh, I'll just do it myself. I'll answer the emails. I'll build a website. I'll write the marketing. I'll figure out the software. I'll edit the video. I'll do the bookkeeping. Right? I know that feeling. Does it sound familiar to you? The problem is, just because you can do everything doesn't mean that you should. And that's why I like Upwork. Upwork gives businesses fast access to highly skilled freelance professionals in everything from software development and AI implementation on to marketing design and business operations. You can browse profiles, you can review past work, and hire with confidence. And with business...
Now, I want to pause it for a minute here, y'all. What black people we haven't heard a damn thing about anybody being cleared. There has not been a press conference to say that those boys in Bart or anybody has been cleared. Okay? All right. So, I'm just keeping it a buck with you. Okay? I'm just keeping it a buck. And when I tell you the fragrant, disrespectful, asinine, and just it's beyond gutter behavior. I mean, it's beyond toxic waste. It's almost like if somebody were to take a Louisville Slugger, right? And y'all know what Louisville Slugger is. It's a famous, baseball company, right? And you got the smoothest bat, and you just weld in on somebody. And they go, is like, I'm okay. Bro, you hit. That is how this went. And Daniel Grimes, I'm going to get on to your Mitch ass here in a minute.
Plus, AI-powered shortlisting delivers a curated list of top freelancers and Sponsors, they keep us powered. I get excited when I do in the morning. I go in the backyard and I do the ads in the morning because I'm excited about it. I'm trying to get some energy to get my day going. Okay, so look, I wish I'd met this next gentleman under better circumstances because I'm happy to meet him, but I understand the times that we're in and the circumstances in which we're speaking. And that was a gentleman that you were seeing before we went to our sponsored break. His name is Emmanuel Cuttenwith. And he has been doing videos on this on his social media, but also I should say he knows the people involved. He says he's known them for years and that he gave Nolan his first haircut. He knows the family. So Mr. Cuttenwith, welcome. Thank you for joining the Don Lemon Show this morning. How you doing?
I'll tell you this right now. I've been live streaming on YouTube, 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026. I've been live streaming for about 3 to 4 years now. I've seen a lot of content. This has to be one of the most tragic. I mean, now, of course, Paramount would have loved this interview on CBS Mornings. I bet you they would. Because, David Ellison and Larry Ellison are racist along with the president, rather. I've never seen a live stream this bad. Never. Now, I just want y'all to listen. Now, I'm going to, it's under fair use and everything else and blase. But I want you, and I wish there was a way you can, boost up the chat. You know what I mean? Like, if you can bold it. But you can't do that, unfortunately. But I just want you to watch the whole thing with me here. And I'm going to pause it so I can give commentary. But y'all just, let's watch.
I'm good, man. Hey, I'm glad to be here with you. Just to clarify something, the Cuttenwith, that's my social media name, Cuttenwith E. So you could, my first name is Emmanuel, but that's my social media, Cuttenwith E on YouTube and IG and Facebook and all of that. But I appreciate you guys having me on, man.
So talk to me about, thank you for clarifying that, but we want to make sure that you get, people know who you are, that they are on your social media and they watch because you have some good stuff. And also if they're there, that they, give you some business. I think that's fair in this, especially in this environment that we're in. So talk to me, Emmanuel, how do you know Nolan? Let's start with how you know Nolan Wells and his family.
Okay, well, I've been knowing his mom since she was in high school and whatnot. But I came, and his stepfather, we still work out in the same gym together right now. And I came to know Nolan through his, she had this lady babysitting him, and I'm real good friends with her son, Bingo. And they would bring him around, bring him to my barbershop all the time. And I gave him his first haircut. And we used to have him say, every time he would leave, we would say, "What's your name?" And he would say, "Nolan Wells." And we all used to laugh at it. We used to make him say his name every single time, man. He was a funny little kid, man. That was what was up, though. But yeah, that's how I came to first know him,
Yeah. And over the years, you watched him grow up?
Yeah, I watched him grow. I didn't see him for a period of time. And then he became a football player. And I used to go to his games and watch him play all the time. And, and his dad was a football player as well out of Morris Point.
So I want you to see this, right? What African-American people cleared Bart? What is he talking about? You gave him his first haircut. Lovely. Oh, baby Nolan. Now, I'm going to go back and forth between these two, right? And right here, Lifestyle of Kimon. Shout out to you, sister. They all come with an attitude. Sound like they're defending the boys, but they don't want us to prejudge. Clock that comment right there from Lifestyle of Kimon. Actually, seems like she's a content creator. Let me see. Because I always love being able to subscribe to people that are doing good things in the neighborhood. So, okay, she is a content creator. Okay, I'm going to subscribe to you. Subscribe, okay. I want you to keep Lifestyle Kimon in your head. Okay, all right, here we go. All right, here we go.
He went up to Mississippi State, and so I knew he was gonna be a stellar athlete. You know what I'm saying? His dad working with him every day the way he was. You know, everybody that come through his dad's training and stuff like that, all be pretty good athletes. You know, and Nolan wasn't no difference. He was good. He was a great athlete. Had NFL potential, man. Had the right size and everything.
Yeah.
And also too, that is Nolan's dad. That's Nolan's dad. That's Nolan's dad. Okay. All right. Not stepdad. I want you to just keep listening.
So what is it like?
Those boys that could have deleted Nolan. A real family friend would not do that. Okay. Now, let me just show you here why you have this full on. Don explained to him, asked him to explain who his stepfather is. Let me just keep going here. He doesn't bring anything to this case. This is another buddy conversation. Stop talking about people you're not around on a daily basis. That part. I wonder if the family
is a problem that we're having here. There's a lot of blacks right along with a lot of whites that are having this problem. When Ben Crump and Al Sharpton came to our state, I think one thing they did wrong was you can't come down here and start saying that our state is prejudiced. This is prejudiced place. This is the state that lynched and killed Emmett Till. Well, that was 71 years ago.
You heard that correctly. You heard that correctly. You heard that correctly. This motherfucking bastard said, and I quote, "You cannot come down to our state and call our whole state racist, even though Emmett Till was deleted, killed, lynched, and everything in between all around the world, 71 years ago. It still happened 71 years ago." Okay. All right. Let's keep going.
And Emmett Till was killed for looking and whistling at a white woman.
And actually, that wasn't the case. What actually happened was he had a stuttering problem, right? So in order to communicate, the mom said whistle. The woman mistaken that. And then years later, she said that she lied. Let's keep going. And right here, this is an Uncle Ruckus. Yeah, I don't know about this guy, just another creator trying to get fame like Coon Icket TV. Come on, brother. Look. He cray. Let's keep going here.
These days, it's so many blacks having babies with white people. White men are married.
By the way, that was Brittany RN90. Because, child, the face card, hang on. I'll show you the face card. This is it right here. I'll show you. The face card is beautiful. And you know what I said? I said everybody is a suspect until nobody is a suspect. Now, like, you know, Lifestyle of Kamor said, you don't want, you are protecting these boys, but yet you don't want to prejudge, right? Okay. Okay. Smiling like, oh, I miss Massa. Okay. Let's keep going.
Marrying black women down here. We have so many sandy brown haired mixed babies running around down here. We are a gumbo down here. And another thing, Don, is we are a military community. That's how we got here. My dad is originally from Louisiana and my mom's New Orleans. And my dad was military. That's how I got here, through Keishla. And so we have Navy bases.
So as you see here, wait, listen, I don't have to make anything up to have a platform. Are you kidding me? You say like a fool, he's lost all credibility. Sir, by it's still racist. I knew it. That means nothing. Who is this clown? I'm not here for him. Tomato. Sorry, sir, but this is true. Facts is still prejudice no matter what. I'm from Mississippi and the state is prejudice. Don, why is he on here? This man's looking for some clout. Let's keep going, okay? All right, because
is here and Air Force Base is here. That's what we are. And it's a gumbo. Everybody, white people, try their best to not ruffle the feathers of black people, and black people try their best not to ruffle the feathers of white people for the majority of it. So when Ben Crump come to this town and start saying things like that, he's alienating these people and he's getting pushback now. That's why he's getting all this pushback. And it's going to me, it's hurting the whole entire investigation, which is why he's probably not getting a lot of help from people. To me, that's the deal. You cannot come in here and tell us how racist we are. Well, these people showing you how they hate you doing that type of stuff in our community, and he's going to get this type of pushback that he's getting.
Okay, can I jump in here?
So I'm going to pause it. So he believes because there are mixed babies, right? And because there are mixed families, right? Or mixed couples, mixed kids, people are getting along, this, that, and the third. And because we have military bases that have every, race, color, and creed, that means that racism has come such a long way. Excuse me. Okay? All right? See, this is the problem with us. Some of us want to ignore history because we want to have rose-colored glasses on. This is one of them motherfuckers. Okay? I can't. Give me a moment here. All right, y'all, let's get back to this. Right. And I'm taking moments here to breathe because I know that we have come a long way, but that don't mean that we are whole. We've come a long way, but that doesn't mean we're whole. We've come a long way, but that doesn't mean we're whole. We've come a long way, but that doesn't mean we're whole. Just because progress has happened doesn't negate the backsliding and the disrespect and the history of what has happened to us. Okay? Let's continue on. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, look, I'm from Louisiana, so I know there's lots of mix. I mean, that we are all, look at, that's what Creole and mulatto is about. We've been mixing it up. We invented mixing it up in Louisiana.
Which
so
is
I'm just
true.
what you're saying. But that doesn't end racism. Sometimes it heightens it, right? Because then there's a hierarchy, and then there's colorism, and then people say, well, I can't be racist because I'm married to a white person or whatever, or I'm married to a black person. And we know that that's not true. The other thing that sounds like, though, and I just want to put this here, I'm not trying to insult you, is like, it kind of sounds like back in the civil rights movement when people would say these outside agitators are coming here and telling us what to do and we don't want race mixing here. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I understand how people may feel, but sometimes, I just want you to take this into account. Sometimes it takes, and I'm not saying they're doing this, but just to think about this, sometimes it takes someone who comes from the outside to hold up a mirror so that you can see what's happening, because sometimes you're too close for the forest to see the trees. All right.
Okay.
And
so let me pause that. Very well said. Right. I just want to show y'all the comments here. Don, that's why we listen to you. You are a journalist. Personally, I do not pay too much attention to a lot of content creators. So you don't pay attention to a lot of content creators, but you still pay attention to content creators. Okay, you're smart, said no one ever. That's clown comments. Commercial break. I'm just showing you what was in the chat. You're more offended than worried about what happened. That's a racial disparity. Yeah, get this man out here. I'm from Mississippi too. He wilding. Are we really listening to his first barber? What the fuck? Don, he's missing the point. His denial proves the point. The mixing came from grape originally. Absolutely. With black people in slavery times, right? They were used for the cooking, the cleaning, raising the kids. I mean, there's a whole picture with a white child with the child mouth on a black titty. Okay? All right. And also, too, that mixing happened, like that beautiful sister said, by graping. They took black women and used them for pleasure. Okay? Right? Sincerely, I've never seen a chat like this. What the fuck is he talking about? I'm born and raised in Alabama and never experienced racism, but I know that ish exists. The fuck? Same thing. I'm from Arkansas. And, you know, I was a good person in Arkansas. I lived in a black neighborhood. But, hello. Our governor is the one who was 47th press secretary. She was kicked out of a restaurant as the press secretary at the White House, and she was kicked out of a restaurant in Arkansas. Her own daughter said, one day, mommy, you could be pretty. Her own daughter. A dude dressed up in drag to make fun of her for buying a whole table, right? On government's money. She got booed out Razorback game. You know how hard it is to get booed out Razorback game? Just because you don't experience racism does not mean it's not happening. Sometimes there's microaggressions. Sometimes it's through language. Like I said to y'all, societal slavery is the workplace now. It's changed from the confield to the workforce. Know your role, stay in your place, and drive your speed limit. That might be true, but please stop trying to cover up Mississippi as if they're not racist. Like, come on, bro. He's getting on my nerves. Where's the angry emoji? He's caused confusion because why he wants to make money. Okay, I'll be back when he's off. Child, listen, just because things happened umpteen years ago, don't you dare think that hate is buried. It is definitely not, unfortunately, factual. Emmanuel trying to gaslight Mississippi ain't changed that much. Come on now. So Jim Crow, wow, views dropped 3,000 with this clown. You lost me when you referenced his dad as a stepdad. You didn't need to say that. Please get back to the regular news until the autopsy come out. With all due respect, there are many people who have babies with people outside the race who are actually still racist. That part. He's trying to calm down the noise, but your state, sir, has a bad history. The results speak for themselves. And this is the problem why y'all stay in y'all lane. And what about all those other young boys got killed? Just because they like to have sex with black people don't mean they're not racist. That part. This man's a character in the community until the show him is ass. I'm a little confused about that. Oh, let me see here. This man's a character in the community, and the show has showed his ass. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Right here, I thought the white lady said Emmett Till did not whisper at her before she died, and she did say that. I'm trying to find. Why worry about ruffling feathers if there isn't a problem? I'm just showing you the comments. And then Metallic Muse said we need to be respectful. I'm like, I'm sorry. He just disrespected Emmett Till, so I'm not here for our black people getting disrespected. That doesn't make them not racist. The fuck, that's crazy. So who you fuck doesn't have anything to do with racism. If you care about knowing why you're talking about the attorney and not about justice for Nolan. Mississippi is a racist ass place. My son's father's from Mississippi. I met him in college and he said it was racist as hell. Let's keep going.
But so I'm not saying that doesn't exist, that people shouldn't feel that way, but I think that people should have an open mind about it because
we do.
That's what civil rights leaders did back in the day.
Well,
okay, go on.
We do. I'm for them coming to find justice, but you cannot walk into this town claiming it's racism. All these same state that killed Emmett Till, these racist white people. When that eulogy, I was at the funeral. That eulogy had to be, and just so I'll set it up. You know, you can see this is his obituary. So that eulogy had to be the hardest eulogy for Al Sharpton. When you walked in this church and you saw 30% of the church is white. These are his friends. These are all the people he hang out with. Here's what I'm saying, Don. It's like in this generation, it's like we're still charging cases like we're in the 60s when something happens here. I'm not saying a white man did not kill Nolan.
Bruh, your behavior shows different. Let's go back to the chat here. Okay. He's suspect. I'm sorry, Don. The country is mixed, but the crooked layer state is notorious for racism. He downplaying too much. He's not realistic. Thank you, family down there all the time. They experience different all the time. This man's like Uncle Ruckus from the Boondocks. Don is really showing who he really is and who he's really for. Child, who is this guy working for? Cannot with the chucking and jiving. So what about black and white are married and having babies together? He's full of it. Emmanuel Tatum, indeed. I believe that's Brandon Emmanuel Tatum, right? So I believe that's his whole name. Child, listen. Oh my God. If it's not, I'm sorry, but child, but basically he's Tatum energy and Coon Icket TV energy. Please keep credible people on your show, Don. They are racist, I believe. Do not have him on your show anymore. He has zero concept of reality. I don't care. It's what happened to black people in Mississippi that happened 100 years ago. I would never dismiss that. Going back to the barbershop, it's let's see here. So I'm not reading that. What the fuck does this have to do with the case, man? Honestly, Don, we don't need to hear from all these people. We don't. I'd rather get official updates versus talking to everybody who walked with Nolan to school in the 4th grade. This is so irresponsible, Don, disrespectful to the family. I'm disappointed. This is a clout chaser. This is not a true family friend. This is what Harry Tubman was talking about. One could have been freed. Okay, I'm about ready to turn off the show. He done brought the okey doke. This dude doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, blaming Ben Crump. He's a plant. Here we go, attacking Ben Crump and Al Sharpton. What does that have to do with trying to find out what happened? Shame on you, Don. Racism is a system. It has nothing to do with who is making babies. Who is a system of laws, policies, and hierarchy. Uncle Ruckus is racist, clout chasing. Sit down. They should not have had to come out, so you should have all investigated correctly from the beginning. Now, we could have left this guy riding around Mississippi. He doesn't want to hear the truth of his state, and its history is still very present. Must be married to a white woman. Sir, we see the pics of those kids wearing their MAGA hats. Let's continue.
What I'm saying is,
well, we don't know that. I'm not going there.
Yeah,
I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm saying it could be over something else. It may be over a girl. Why does race have to lead every time? Why are we leading this investigation with race? Because that's where you're upsetting everybody. And it's when you're saying race, when he's been hanging with them same white guys all his life. And
I have an explanation for you about why, possibly. Because when the photographs came out initially, it was just Nolan with all white people, right? Mm-hmm. And he's and so the world, not just.
Let me pause it here. He sounds intellectually dishonest. I can't with this dude. He does not get it. Had to get this eliminated today. Thank you so much for bringing your consistency. Bringing to us live in real time so much fake news about today. We appreciate what you're doing. Rage from the DFW, Keller, Texas. Child, this was recalled lemonade today. But hey, you know what? Sometimes the biggest lesson is to see what is out here. I'm concerned you may be too protective of your culture, community. No foul play here, mere hours, blessings. This guy is on the wrong show. Tatum is over there, so you try to make yourself relevant for clout. Be gone. I said, I've never seen a chat like this. Never. I'm in Florida. It's laced with racism. Mississippi has a far worse history. He is delusional. Please get him off. No one knows what happened, sir. This is not from the family. He really should have done this interview. I'm a Mississippian, but I haven't lived for years. Getting out and looking back has been an eye opener. Tomato. Unfortunately, my family had a terrible reunion out in Mississippi to the point one of our male uncles said, "Don't say anything. We have to live with these folks." The NW family was upset. My ex-husband lives in Ocean Springs. As a government contractor working on the Navy ships down there, and he knows the Walmsley family. Attended Nolan's funeral. Sorry, y'all. Nolan's funeral. but he says the same kind of things about the town. God. Emmett Till's murder should never be forgotten, as well as the people who were lynched in Mississippi. Ben Crump is seeking justice for knowing what is this guy doing with Lynch syndrome. The same friends that are not talking. Somebody get Officer Tatum's partner off the screen. Like I said, I've never seen a chat like this. Let's keep going.
This is not just Ben Crump. The family asked Ben Crump to come in. It's not like he volunteered to do this, okay? Mm-hmm. So, and not that I'm defending Ben Crump. I'm just sort of explaining to you why why people think race is involved and why it's involved. First of all, let's just be honest, man. We know the history of the country. We do know the history of Mississippi. And one of the best indicators of what the present is and possibly the future is the history, right? Of something, the history of your medical thing. You heard Al Sharpton say that at the funeral. When you go into the doctor and you say, this hurts or I have this ailment, and they go, what medication are you taking? What's your family's medical history? Okay, so you have that history in Mississippi. Not everybody lives in Mississippi. And so the people who are on the internet, the people who don't live in Mississippi, they see a black guy with all white guys and they go, oh, he's the only one that didn't come home. The history of Mississippi, blah, blah, blah. So people start putting two and two together, and that's why race is involved in this, because that is the history of America. Now, whether race played a role in his demise, no one knows that. No one knows that, but there is no denying that race plays a part in this case simply because of the optics. That's where the race part came in. That may be offensive to some people there, but the truth is often offensive. That is the reality in America. Yeah, yes, sir. You can ask me. We're here to have a conversation.
Okay. When Emmett Till was killed in 1955, I believe it was, he died for whistling and simply looking at a white woman. Now, we have went from there to making babies with these white women. When does that go out of the window for as, this racial component of Mississippi history years ago? How can we accept that history when it comes to
you can accept it by
okay. Let's go to the chat. Okay, let's zoom out. Like I said, I just want y'all to see. Yeah, that's the top there. Who gives a damn about upsetting them people? May have been alive suspiciously in Mississippi. Call it what it is, justice for Nolan. It sounds like he's making excuses for the South, in my opinion. I've lived there, and it's extremely racist. This dude is so ignorant. The woman that charged him material recanted her statements. Wow, please educate yourself. Just because you don't acknowledge it doesn't mean it doesn't exist, sir. If he was a true friend of the family, he would know that they invite Ben and Al. Typical house ninja. The white friends lure up immediately. That's why they're suspicious. The problem is leading with ignorant people, typically racist, get mad whenever you call them out for being racist, but I digress. They will move faster finding Noah if he was white. Where's my raccoon emoji? Right here, Emmanuel, I agree with you. You can't jump to race, but you definitely need to hold these people accountable. Even that. Well, I'm getting out of the Emmanuel interview is that why are we coming to this town asking questions? To me, that means they're avoiding it. He wants to be an Officer Tatum Jr. And I'm sure Officer Tatum will have him on his platform. I'm sure. I am sure. I am sure that. Okay, let's keep looking at the comments here, y'all. They are racist, we know, and they know. So please spare us the bullcrap and tell them to release no one's autopsy now. Race is involved, sir. You've involved the island cuz what even? It is no coincidence that Mississippi was the last state to ratify the 13th Amendment in 2013. The beach on July 4th did not support what this man is saying about racial relations. This motherfucker is part of the problem. Remember the information they have information on him, so he knows not to speak on his massa. Not listen to you, Don. Sir, you got on here to put your social media handle out here. Prepare to be dragged, sir. This guy has no need to be on. No need to be here on this live. He's ridiculous. Just tell him thanks and bye. Your mouth now he's not saying anything. You mentioned not ruffling feathers on both sides. Sounds like he's accepting the status quo. Thank God for Don Lemon. I like him making his points so that Don can educate him. He makes a good point, except he does see racism to the extent it does that it does exist around him. I'm from New Orleans and I work in an environment that has lived in Mississippi, and a lot of them right now keep a very close eye on this case. This guy sounds foolish. Sorry, but I'm going to be quiet for now. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Acknowledging the problem. You accept it by acknowledging the problem and acknowledging the reality of the history of the country. You accept it by saying, I understand why people think race is involved. I understand why. I
understand why people do it, but what I'm saying is it a fair assessment for
right here? I understand this young man knows people, doesn't negate the fact of what happened, regardless of the state being military, etc. This has to do with racism. Point blank, I don't care. Sorry. And you're absolutely right. In everything you're saying, you're absolutely the fuck right. Well done to you, buddy. Let's keep going, huh?
Of course, it's a fair assessment.
We have nothing but a bunch of. We have nothing but mixed kids running around down here.
But just because you have mixed kids, because you have mixed kids, it doesn't mean that you're not racist.
But Don, nobody's
it doesn't mean that
dying now. Back then they died for looking at her. Now we're
nobody's dying now. Nobody's dying now. Ticket TV just basically deleted a comment saying, right, Jay, that's why I had to go live, bro. And Ticket TV just deleted a comment saying that you're this, that, and the third. See, Ticket TV or Coon Icket TV doesn't like the fact that other people have a difference of opinion. He can give all the smoke, all the fire, all the blase, but when he gets pushback, now he can't take it. If you're about freedom of speech, you should have left a comment, Coon Icket TV, Coon Icket TV, Coon Icket TV rather. And my thing is this: I get people want to find out about Nolan, but you don't do this or what Coon Icket TV is doing by giving the gospel, but not allowing people to have a difference of opinion and ask questions to gain understanding. You don't do that shit. You don't be like Officer Tatum. Moving on.
Sleeping with
Let me ask you
having
this.
kids and nobody's dying.
One thing. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Amanda.
And this is the thing too, right? Black kids are more statistically to be kidnapped than any other race of kids. Does he not know about Sandra Bland, Sonia Massey, George Floyd, Trayvon Martin? Black people are still dying, sir, today. Sorry, let me get back to here we go.
Daniel, do you know why Nolan died or how?
No, I do not.
Okay. All right.
So I'm for an investigation. That's why I said I'm for Al and them coming here and investigating. But Don, what I'm saying is I don't think he should have led with this strong racial, the same people who killed Emmett Till. And I mean, that was almost 100 years ago, and we're now sleeping with white women, and white men are now sleeping with black women, creating.
I mean, bro, I've never seen such a horrible display. My God, today, I can't do it. I can't do it. Bruh, you think because people are getting it on, that doesn't mean they're not getting it on and they're thinking about how they think about black people? Child, if every white person had sex with black people and they're like, damn, I'm cured of racism, the world will be a better place. But that's not how that works, son. What the fuck?
Babies with these people, man. I mean,
but that doesn't mean that racism. I think that your idea of what racism is,
right
racism.
Interracial relationships does not negate racism, but Jesus. Don, I cannot believe you put this man on your platform. And I believe, right, that Funky Dineva talked about a panelist, right? Let me just. So, Funky Dineva apologized to Daniel Grimes for calling him a house ninja on Don Lemon's show. Well, I think Funky Dineva is going to take a little bit of a victory lap today because he was the one that brought the guy on. Oh my God. I can't do it, bro. Like this. Oh my God. I can't do it, bro. Like this is, and the reason why I'm doing this, y'all, is because if we don't record the bullshit, then people will keep making way for the bullshit to continue. Okay? That's why I'm doing this. I wasn't even gonna go live, but I'm just like, nah, we gotta go live. Let's continue.
Isn't necessarily calling people the N-word or beating them up. It is a system that is based on superiority and history and present and sometimes people who are in relationships with people of a different ethnicity or a different background, they still have not dealt with racial issues. And sometimes, sometimes the love for people of a different ethnicity is a similar love, especially for blacks and whites, all right? Especially of a certain generation. It's the same sort of love that you have for a pet, where you are
laughing, but
where you love them, you protect them, you pay for everything, but it doesn't mean it's the same love that you have for a human being. It's kind of that, okay, I understand that. In America, the reason that we have this is because we don't deal in a fulsome way with race. We're not honest about it. And we think that racism is something where it is overt. It's not always overt. And there are people who came up through the civil rights movement, and people who were discriminated against, they're still here. And the people who were part of the Klan, there's a huge Ku Klux Klan contingent in this country. There are people who are part of the Proud Boys who said that they're racist. There are people part of the new neo-Nazis. They say they are racist, and they are open with it. So, and a lot of that comes from the South, from Louisiana, where I am, and from Mississippi. And if you go—
So let me pause it here. Let's just go to this here. Slow down the chat, please. This guy, so I'll touch. What is this interview about? Aaron Rachel Daniel, I happen to know. Asking him, is he questioning the sheriff initial calling of the incident? He's not teachable. Wow, this dude is far off. Is so far off. It's sad. Sound like he drunk the Kool-Aid, as because it's never ended. They change how they operate. This guy isn't a friend at all. Why do we need to interview the family friends for? We losing the plot. Stop interviewing random people. He needs to cut his beard so he can see and hear. You know what? I'm done. Disconnect the feed, please. Please vet your guests prior to platform. This man's a fool. Get him out of here. Get him off his screen. He can't see past his ignorance. And yeah, I said this man was strange fruit and a coon icket TV. Sure the fuck did. I'm so happy you said what you said, Don. I am getting something from this man. This man is not sitting right with me. He sounds like he's here to paint a certain picture of Mississippi, in my opinion. Lovecraft Country talks about this very heavily. That's why I brought up the book of names in my title. It will be people like him, Coon Icket TV, Random Tatum, Candace Owens, and many others. Okay? Katrina Pearson, I don't know if y'all remember her or not, but those types of people, that's being kind. They are on the level of thirsty toxicity. And its supporters. Okay? Oh my God. Emmanuel, you just played yourself. I feel like we're wasting time. Yes, Don, you're hitting on the point. He's totally missing the institutional point of racism. Get him out here. He sounds like Tam. There's no way he is friends with Noah's parents. Why does he keep saying that we're doing what with whom? That's a sign of a society that's progressed. How did most Black Americans get European ancestry? It predated 1955. Don, is there a reason for platforming this uninformed person? Now, you should have brought on the young boy's mom who did the interview with Laura Coach. She would have stayed on topic. Let's keep going.
Go there if you know. If I can drive 5 minutes from where you are and find a person who's involved in one of those groups and a person who's in that community. So don't tell me that racism is stamped out in Mississippi and where you are because people are sleeping together. First of all, people have urges, and people used to sleep with each other on plantations.
Which is true.
I'm just saying. The master used to sleep with the people on the plantation, women and men.
Right. I mean, I was out. Here's what I want.
That's all about urge. That's a lot about urge, and you know, you need to get your freak on.
And what
I'm
you
just
said
saying.
a second ago,
All right, let's keep going, y'all. I just cut his mic technical difficulties. Man sounds less than smart. Ooh, thank you for educating him, Don. I know there's a lot of people who think the same way he does. Let's get this man out here. He didn't come to talk about knowing. He came here for getting his 15 minutes of being ignorant. Cut this short. Man was looking for 60 minutes of fame. Why is he still confused? Everybody doesn't accept this. There are people that are still getting lynched. Exactly right. Here we go.
So I think that's slightly different topic than what I was speaking of. Like this Saturday, I was out at dinner, man, and everybody in the restaurant was mixed. I mean, I see a black woman here with a Mexican guy, and they got 2 kids, 16 to 17 years old. I mean,
of course, that happens everywhere.
That's how we are down here.
I know that. I'm from the South. I've been saying that people in the South, black people and white people integrate more than they do in the North. But that's mostly about socioeconomics. It doesn't mean that racism is solved. It's because basically those people who live together are the same part of the socioeconomic group. So if you are mostly middle-class people and you have grown up there, you are going to pretty much be together in the same places. But here in the North, it is about rich people who are all together. Most of them mainly are white because that's sort of, generational wealth. Most black people didn't have the opportunity to do that. But here in the North, it is more polarized than it is in the South. The South, I think, used to be segregated, but people are more polarized here in the North than they are in the South.
And now I know you can speak on that better than most because you're from the South and you've been living all over. You've been living in the North, so I can understand.
Not only am I from the South and living in the North, my family just left here, and we had a long discussion about this, and a long discussion about people who believe that racism is over, or just because people what they're called, there's race mixing. That's what the racists used to call it back. But people who are marrying interracial marriage, they think that racism is over because of that, and it's not. But it doesn't mean that it is as bad as back in Emmett Till. We've made progress.
People is going to always be with us. There's nothing you can do about that. That's why Jesus Christ suffered, bled, and died for that very same thing. Is because racist people going to walk amongst you. But who really cares about the quiet racist? He's a racist and he's quiet and he don't say nothing about it. He over there. If he not bothering you, he can be racist over there. As long as he don't come and shove it down my throat.
No. See, that is such idiotic logic for so many reasons, right? Because just because that person is a quiet racist doesn't mean he can't be loud with you. And you know how they say it's the quiet ones you gotta watch out for? The people who are the most quiet usually are doing the most behind the scenes. Not all the time. Some people are quiet and they're observing and they're gathering resources to come back with solutions. I'm not saying everybody who's quiet is a racist. Don't even go there with me. But for him to say that, it goes to show me who he has a barbershop and people come to him chop. Moving on.
I don't care what he is over there, right? He's not affecting me. If he ain't affecting me.
You don't know that.
But
you don't know what that quiet racist is doing. You don't know who he's influencing. You don't know what kids and grandkids he's influencing. You don't know that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is
you don't know who he's supporting. Maybe he's sending money to the Klan. You don't know.
But when I'm speaking of quiet, I'm talking about the ones who just keeping it to himself. You know what I'm saying? If he's quiet with it, I agree with what you're saying right there. I agree with that.
You see Don's face. He's like, what the fuck? He's really affecting you. So disappointing, this guest. Don't put your guard down. Watch out for everybody. You interview him, but not Janelle Bradley. Young people don't care about racism. We force them to pay attention to what's going on for their own good. He's not entirely wrong. Child, stop it. Let me dig deep and be compassionate toward the educationally deficient. Lord, have mercy on me. I just can't do it. What? He doesn't have any other points to make other than people having mixed children. Missing the point, systematic racism is the reason this was ruled as an accident drown without a full investigation. I have mixed family members, and they also need to know history, right? I mean, you know what? This is why Mixed-ish should still be on the air. ABC took it off. The shout out to Tracy Ellis Ross for trying to do the right thing back in the day. But if Mixed-ish was on, we would have me much in agreement. Is absolutely ridiculous. Okay. And I said right here, societal slavery has changed from the kind field to the workplace. That's all I said. Where's D.L. Hughley? Right. Right here it says it's mixed people in Harrisburg, Mississippi too. They still let the Triple K rally happen for police escort. Ole Miss white students harass black students on campus with police protection. The SIP is Triple K Dixieland. Let's keep going.
And the North, East, West think that we so prejudiced down here, when none of that is true, man. It is not. It's not saying that there's no prejudiced people here, but you cannot just keep saying that.
How did Hollywood convince people that what happened in the South and what's happening in the South that's real is, how does that Hollywood? Hollywood is just projecting what's happening.
Exactly.
Because when they make their movies, that's how they show it. They project
movies?
us. Every racial movie,
what movies
that come through here.
Did you watch Django?
Yeah, I watched that.
Okay,
yes,
did you think that wasn't real? A lot of this stuff is based on
I'm not
truth.
saying that wasn't real. But
do you remember when we were going? How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 46.
Do you remember Miss Jane Pittman? Do you remember that story? Did you watch Roots in elementary school?
Yes, I did.
All right, so that was Hollywood doing that?
No, listen, man. This is what I'm trying to say. Hollywood will take something that may be true, or Hollywood will take something that's not true and make you think it's true by keep putting that in your head. That's their job.
Sir, the only time that they do that is for a fictional story, sir. For example, Wakanda is a continent, right? Or a country, what have you. But that is fictional. That's not real. But what is real is the issues that they try to talk about in Black Panther, sir. My God. I can't do it. I can't do it. You know what would be fictional? Let me show you something. I'm gonna give a live movie pitch right now. That would be like the Goalie Squad, right? Goalie Gummies is making a movie where every time you activate, where you eat a gummy, I'm going to fight crime. That's fictional. That's a fictional story. Hollywood does make fictional stories, but they also make movies based on a real life story, like the 688. Tyler Perry did his good one in that. I think that's one of the best films that he's ever made. Probably the best one. Let's keep going.
You know,
how are they putting something in your head that is, if it's based on reality or a true story? But so do you think that the image
used to been based on reality and a true story? But you cannot keep coming down here telling the world that, listen, man, people comment in my comments all day about how racist we are down here. You know, people, we don't move like that. We really, because here's what I think, Don, and you should know this better than anybody. Because there was a problem here in Mississippi, a big problem in Mississippi with racism. These days, people try not to step on each other's toes because they don't want it to come across as we still have that problem. Okay,
Emmanuel,
even though they might not want you to marry their daughter, but that's his personal preference. That don't make him preference.
Do you see Don Lemon's face? I want you, look at his face. Look at his face. Look at his face. Sir, preference, that's racism. If I wanted to marry a thick white BBW or a POG, fat ass white girl that she believes that black culture matters, she's going to defend me, the kid, she will not give a damn fuck or shit about how her family recovers. If she's got to protect our family against her own family, if that is a sister, then cool. But sir, you really do think because somebody's dad doesn't want you to marry their daughter that you think that's a preference and not racism? Okay, all right. He's hurting my brain. It's still a problem. I guess we need to stop telling the truth. He is delusional, has never lived anywhere else but Mississippi. I'm offended by his presence and the audacity thinks he has the capacity to speak for a group. Clown. This is raising my blood pressure. I'm reading the comments in the live chat here. Stockholm Syndrome. Oh my. I think I saw Willie Lynch syndrome as well. This interview becomes more and more about lack of perception on history. We're talking about Hollywood and not history books on racism. We all needed to laugh, I guess, because he can't be serious, right? That's why I'm laughing. Like, you know what? Let me take a screenshot of this. This is a meme right here. If I send you this meme, just know you being stupid. Okay? Just know that. Let's continue.
Is that not his personal preference? If a black man chooses for his daughter to be married to another black man because that's what he is, does that make that black man prejudiced?
Wait, no. Hang on. Let's hear that again. Hang on.
Was a problem here in Mississippi, a big problem in Mississippi with racism.
Mm-hmm.
These days, people try not to step on each other's toes because they don't want it to come across as we still have that problem.
Okay, Emmanuel,
even though they might not want you to marry their daughter, but that's his personal preference. That don't make him preference. Is that not his personal preference? If a black man chooses for his daughter to be married to another black man because that's what he is, does that make that black man prejudiced? No,
yes,
that's
it does.
his preference.
Yes, it does.
So
oh my
a
gosh,
person can't prefer
Emmanuel.
something?
Okay, let me tell you what. Did I lose him? Are you still there?
I'm still here. Yeah, I'm still
here. Okay, I can't see you for some reason. I lost you on the thing. Okay, let me.
You were supposed to lose him, Don. I find that today's young people are too oblivious to the world's realities and focus on clicks. And it's not just young people. It's some grown people that all they can talk about is Carissa Shields, Remy Ma, Krishan Rock, and they're getting notices from YouTube that they don't know how to create original content. There's some people that all they know how to do is review skits all fucking damn day. Okay? All right? There's some people that all they know how to do is some Zeus TV. I can't hear nobody. Fuck wrong with you? Not to that person, but just I can't do the dumb shit. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. And I cannot do this shit. I just, bruh. Yes, that is racist. If a black man says, I want you to marry another black man, you're not allowing her to be her own person. Sorry. Yes. I just, oh my God. I mean, this is fucking sad. Let's keep going on here. Hey man, you try not to listen. This is why you vote for 47. If I was Christina and Elmore, I might not come back on this platform. This is comical. Yikes, he's a total headache. Disconnect his live, please. Where is DL? We have another one. If I run into one more black man that thinks racism is over because they can only have sex with a white woman, ignorant alert. This man is slow as molasses. That's disrespectful to molasses because molasses is syrup. It makes pancakes and waffles taste good. It brings joy to people. I'm so tired of black people trying to push the narrative of no racism. Racism is still here. It's more in our face nowadays since the individual in the White House came into office. That part. Don's smiling because he now knows that he's talking to a clown. False Hollywood did not do anything. Poor man will bless his heart, no brain. Let's continue.
Let me oh, here it is. Let's make sure it's not. I can't see you.
Oh, by the way, one more thing, because that person said it's just young people who care about clicks and views. It's also grown people that will avoid conversations that need to be had. Like, for example, when Nick Cannon said what he said with Amber Rose and some of, Melody Cherie's people didn't want to have that conversation on their channel, but yet they call me everything but a child of God. Well, I was just saying, hey, listen, you need to be worried about this because this could impact your business. This could impact your consumers. This could impact how people want to invest in you. Oh, no. No. So it's not just young people that are here for clicks. It is grown-ass motherfuckers and elders, supposed elders at that are about clicks and views as well. Let's keep going.
I've lost
everything's good on my end. So
I'm going to hold on, Emmanuel. I'm going to take a break, Emmanuel.
All right.
And I'm going to come back because I can't see you. I've lost your picture on my end. So we'll take a break and we'll come back and we'll finish our conversation. I'm going to go out and come back in, Andy.
All right.
Can I just tell you?
You know what? I'm going to need a commercial break my damn self. I'm going to play Good Morning America 3 times because we do bring joy around here. Here we go. Let's roll it. I'm going to play it 3 times and then we'll be back right after this. Roll it.
Hey, Good Morning America. Hey, Good Morning America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money.
Are you ready? They are ready.
Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be here.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara,
Ginger.
Hey, Good Morning America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money.
Are you ready? They are ready.
Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be here.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara,
Ginger.
Hey, Good Morning America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money.
Are you ready? They are ready.
Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be here.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara, Ginger.
Welcome back in, everybody. We are live on tour talking about this recalled lemonade of a live stream from Don Lemon and Emmanuel Kun with the E, who is the nobody version of Kun Icket TV. Okay, all right, moving on. Let's get back to it. Y'all, we're almost done. We're almost done. We're almost done. Okay. Yes.
Do something here. Look, people ask me all the time whether BetterHelp actually works. And I always tell them the same thing. You don't have to take my word for it. I just direct them right to the website and I say, go read the reviews. BetterHelp has more than 1.7 million client session reviews with
Wait, man, I want y'all to see this comment. Hey, Don Sin, can you suddenly have some technical difficulties, please?
Live therapy rating of 4.9 out of 5. Those aren't advertisements. Those are people who are sharing their own experiences. BetterHelp therapists have at least 3 years and 1,000 hours of hands-on experience, along with education, training, and certifications required in their specialty. More than 6 million people around the world have used BetterHelp. So if you decide to give it a try, you'll answer a few questions, you get matched with a therapist based on your needs, and if it's not the right fit,
you see the comments, right?
So go read the reviews. Decide for yourself. Visit betterhelp.com/DonLemon. That's betterhelp.com/Don Lemon. I'd like you to give me 1 minute for something that is genuinely important here, okay? Right now, 250 young women in Afghanistan are ready to begin clinical internships in nursing and midwifery. They've already been accepted. They're ready to start. What they need now is funding. These women were in medical school when education for women was restricted. MSI Reproductive Choices developed an approved clinical internship program so they can complete the hands-on training they need. What's at stake is enormous here. In Afghanistan, women can only receive health care from female providers. Every woman who completes this program won't just build a career for herself. She's going to help thousands of other women receive family planning, infection prevention, and other essential reproductive health care that might otherwise they may never receive. Right now, every donation will be matched dollar for dollar up to $100,000 through August 31st. If just 50 listeners get $50, they will match. And that could take 2 women through the program. So if you're able to help, please help. Text LEMON to 511 or 511 or visit msiunitedstates.org. That's msiunitedstates.org. The women are ready. They just need people willing to stand with them. Text LEMON to 511 511 or visit msiunitedstates.org. Text fees may apply.
All right. Now, Don Lemon is back. Let's continue.
So we're back. Emmanuel, are you there? Hopefully you're back. Okay, great. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Okay, so Emmanuel, I don't even know where to start when you're talking about someone who doesn't want. Yeah, that's bias. That's prejudice. If someone doesn't want, because it shouldn't be about race. You should be about you. If you're a father, you should be about who your daughter loves, whether you're a black man, a white man, or whoever. And so to say that if I don't want my daughter to marry a white man and I'm a black man, yeah, that's bias. That's racial bias.
So you can have a preference for what cake or what car you prefer. Does that mean that you're prejudiced against?
Well, you can't compare cars. You can't compare cars to people. That's not the same thing.
That's correct. And you also can't compare cake. Just because I like buttercream white cake don't mean that I hate black people. The fuck wrong with you? Some people don't like chocolate cake. That is a thing. Some people just generally do not like chocolate cake. Let's continue.
Well, we not. So you're saying people not allowed to have a preference? That don't mean a preference.
You're allowed to have a preference, but if the preference is based on race, that's problematic.
No,
because
it may not.
We're all humans. If you like people, some people like dark-haired people, some people like light-haired people. But if you discount an entire race, that's racism.
No. If a man says, I want somebody that looks like me or resemble me, to marry my daughter, that does not mean that person
That's
is
not your decision.
racist.
That's not your decision.
Yeah, we know it's not his decision. But he didn't say that. Decision. I didn't say anything that person would not accept another race come marry his daughter. God. I'm just saying it does not mean that a person is racist if he wants.
Are you in the
sunken place? If a black man wants his daughter.
Yes, he is in the sucking place. I told you that in your live chat, and then you said it after. Don Lemon. You on YouTube now, motherfucker. Yes.
To marry another black man, that does not make him a racist. And the same with a white guy.
Child, Popeyes has more soul, okay, in their chicken than this man has in being black. Okay, you know what? Speaking of that, let's just go Popeye's chicken here, okay? Listen. So you can get 2 sandwiches and fries for $12. That's a digital exclusive, okay? Listen. 8-piece butterfly shrimp, 3 tenders, or 3 pieces of chicken or chicken sandwich, or 2 regular sides. Digital exclusive for $5. $9.99 tenders meal. Get 4 tenders, regular side, regular drink, and biscuit today. Okay? You get all that at Popeyes. And some Cajun Sparkle. Okay? Which, by the way, Popeyes, just as a side note, can you make the Cajun Sparkle, seasoning, like, lemon pepper seasoning? Like, you know what? You can maybe do the Cajun Sparkle in this big of a size. I'm just asking questions. And then you just sprinkle Cajun Sparkle on your chicken and your wings and everything. Which, by the way, I actually tried some Cajun Sparkle on, what was it? On the Sweet Chamoy from Wingstop. That was some good shit. That was some good shit. Okay, let's get back to this, child. This is just
a white guy wants his daughter to marry a white guy.
Look, I'm going to move on. Let me just say this. I'm going to move on because I want to talk about you.
Okay.
It's exactly what I said to you in the beginning of this. You're too close to it to even understand what it is.
Right.
First of all, it's not that.
By the way, he is definitely whitewashed, very close-minded, not just racism, but to black people in general. Absolutely. Sorry, y'all. That face card is gorgeous, by the way. Let me tell you something. There are some fine women on YouTube, for real. Now, listen. There are also some people that they need a mental evaluation of being on YouTube. Okay? I'm just going to say that right damn now. There's some people that, they need a mental, health evaluation. Ash 47. This rebuttal is for attention purposes only. Don't you even go back and forth with him. He is above. You're above him. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. Why are we here to male clown? There was a lynching in Mississippi in 2025. Exactly. Don with the glasses off. Come on, Don. Please stop with the foolishness with this clown. I never had type seriously. Now, Rosemary, I think everybody has a type, child. And preference can be prejudice. But in the same token, and here's the thing, right? I love BBWs. That is my preference, right? But also, too, if somebody's loving me for me, and I'm loving them for them, then I'm cool with that as well. But I don't exclude everybody else, right? And I know that history has done a lot of bad, but all white people are not bad, okay? There were some freedom fighters. Frank Sinatra, and shout out to the wife of Louis Farrakhan, who passed away. She talked about Frank Sinatra, how he said, I ain't singing no more. Never, ever, motherfucking ever again until you get these black people in this hotel. So we have had white people defend us. That's not the issue here. And let me tell you something. Do you want to know something? Think white women love some black men. They absolutely do. Because guess what? Their own kind don't like them. That's a fact. Let's keep going, y'all. I can't do it. And not to mention, do all the white people that I showed, you know, the white people report, said no one ever. But I showed an actual white people report of how many white people were out here saying this is wrong. So those white people have more black in them than this guy. And I'm being facetious when I say that. But of course, we all are part of different cultures in some shape, form, or fashion. Let's keep going. But black is still black, motherfucker. Okay, whether you light skin or dark skin, you are still looked at as a problem. Not by everybody, but the majority outweigh the minority, child. Let's keep going. My God.
Dad's decision about who his daughter marries. That's the point. That is actually misogyny, right? The fact that you think that you can control or you should control who your daughter marries, and the fact that you don't understand that.
Control it. I didn't say he can control it. She
but,
can pick
oh God.
that. No, here's where the racism come in. If his daughter brings home a certain person of another race, and then he says, "I don't want him in here," after that's what she chose, yeah, that's racist. I agree with you there.
No. That's
racism. This guy is ignorant. My white mother had race issues and her family is racist. Sleeping with black men did not stop her race. Slave masters have many slave children. That didn't stop their racism. This guy lacks credibility. That part. Moving on.
That's aggression.
If
but him preferring someone of
another. I see the. There you go. He needs to be. He needs to be in the next Get Out movie. Child, listen. What is he on your show for? You know what? There was a skit. Now I'm not able to show it, but so let me show y'all, right? Negro Town, right? This was a whole skit after a black man who was stopped by police discovers there's a place to escape racism, Negro Town. The sketch features Keegan-Michael Key and Jordan Peele after being transported to a surreal utopian town free of racial prejudice after an aggressive police encounter, guided by Jordan Peele in a vibrant musical number. Okay, so if you really want to know, watch this. And then there was this guy, I can't remember his name, but he did a short horror film where a Karen drunk a liqueur and became black. I can't remember the guy's name for the life of me, but basically it showed how when she called police, right, that guess what? They didn't see her skin color. And it was a great horror film, and I hope it becomes a series. I cannot, brother, you know who you are. I love you. I value you. I appreciate you so much. I watch so much content, y'all. Y'all will be surprised at what I watch. But that was a great example of that. And just cut the shit.
Another preferring someone of his race, that is racism. I am preferring someone of my own race. That is the definition of racism. Now, if he gets aggressive with the other guy, that's aggression and violence. But to say, if you look up the definition of racism, it is preferring, in that definition, someone of your own race.
So when are you allowed to have a preference? When are you allowed to have a preference?
I gotta go. You can't have a preference. Everybody has a preference.
I gotta go.
But that's not racism.
But racism is totally different than a preference. If he prefers,
that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Like even like.
Oh my gosh! I'm not going to go on with this. I'm gonna send you someone who can talk to you better about this, and it's Eddie Glott. I'm gonna give you your number. But I think that you're too close to it. That you don't understand, and people there don't understand what actual racism is because they're too close to it. It's not sleeping with someone. It's not having mixed kids. That's all. That is not. You are in the whole other realm.
He prefers not to date a black woman. He prefers to marry an Asian woman. So does that make him prejudiced against black people?
Yes, it makes him prejudiced against black women.
if his mother and sister is black, that's his preference that he chooses to like Asian women.
Yes,
or
that's
white
what
women
racism
or
is.
Indian women.
That's what racism is. That's the definition of racism.
Well, I guess we got a different definition of racism.
Nope.
Racism
See, that's the whole
to me
thing
is
that
you
I
out there
just.
trying to kill us. It's systemic racism. I agree
No,
with that.
that's
Systemic racism.
Racism has levels to it, you dumb fuck. Moving on.
That's violence. That's violence, and that is breaking the law. Racism. Who is that noise? Racism is exactly.
That's
you, Don.
Notifications.
Oh, that's
no,
him?
that's not me. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, that racism is exactly what you said. That is. That's racism. Okay, now let's move on. Okay,
right,
so let's move on because we're not going to solve
Wait
that.
a minute. Send that man out from Showtime at the Apollo because I'm from Louisiana, raised around a lot of white people. However, I was still around microaggressions, and racism, and I knew my spaces. Right. By the way, that is the original Sandman Sims, who was born out of Fort Smith, Arkansas. Let's keep going.
At least we having a good time, man.
I'm having a good
This is not a good time
because you keep making the argument against yourself every time you open your mouth, and I'm wondering, I'm like, are you in the sunken place? I think you might be in the sunken place, Emmanuel. I think you're in the sunken place. Okay, look, I've got a quickly. I have to get off because I have an 11 o'clock appointment. However, I'm going to bring in our correspondent
Daniel Grimes, who actually called you to do the interview. Daniel, real quickly because you have to get off. This is
now, I want you to see something, okay? Funky.Neva apologized to Daniel Grimes for calling him a house ninja today on Don Lemon's show, okay? Now, I believe that Funky.Neva, when he sees this interview and when he sees Daniel, okay, Funky.Neva is going to flame Daniel like Funky.Neva flamed Tamar Eston Braxton, okay? All right, let's continue on.
Fascinating, right?
Fascinating. And
it's not fascinating, Daniel, okay? All right, it's not.
I want to pivot because a lot of this conversation has focused on the one area that, you know, I feel like Don, you and Emmanuel disagree. But let's pivot back because Emmanuel, you know, you and I chatted and you said you see
the chat. None of us are having a good time. I'm not having a good time. This is offensive. Daniel, wrong move. Oh, here comes Daniel. Just you see the comments. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? What the fuck are we doing here? God. Oh my God, just when I married my husband, my dad said he would love me anyway. My dad should have been content with me being happy. When I married my husband, my dad said he wouldn't love me anyway. My dad should have been content with me being happy, and that's it. Daniel, please. Daniel, we need to talk. LOL. I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to Daniel. Okay? All right.
Spoken to the kids there. You've spoken to, Nolan's family, and you know both sides to this. So can you just speak a little?
Damn, Daniel. Daniel is responsible for this. Daniel, my friend. No. Now, Daniel, why would you do that? Shut his mic off. Let's continue.
A little bit about.
Now I'm wondering how this dude got on his show. Lord Jesus, Daniel. What the fuck? Daniel is done.
I think a lot of people want to know, those kids are not talking.
Daniel needs to be fired. I agree.
You've talked to them. What is their theory on what happened to Nolan?
Well, I'm gonna tell you what they told me this past Friday night.
Daniel, we just want to talk to you. Why did you ask him to come on? This explains it all. Damn, Daniel. Of course, Daniel did this to us. Daniel, what did we ever do to you? I'm telling you, Funky.Neva is going to light Daniel Grimes' ass up today. I promise you.
They said they don't know what happened, but they do believe in their heart that something happened to him. And
right here, wait a minute. Should have known. I should have known, Daniel. Oh my God. Of course, Daniel picked. So this is your fault, Daniel. LOL. So Daniel, this is your. So Daniel is responsible for getting this guy on. LMFAO. Daniel asked the pre-screen. Did Daniel ask any pre-screen questions?
They said they don't really want to talk to people anymore. And I was
Daniel has been taking L's for the last 2 weeks.
I was glad you brought that in because I was going to mention this to Don a second ago.
His intentions weren't pure from the onset. The fact that he spoke to his YouTube handle made it real clear. Exactly.
They saying that they don't like the way that the reason why they really don't want to give interviews anymore.
Dan, you called for this guy. We would prefer you to hear. We preferred to hear you try the sheriff's office another 20 times. That part. Of course, Daniel is responsible for this mess. So this was Daniel's idea to have Emmanuel on that tracks. Dan, why bring him on here to take the heat off of you? Child.
Anymore. They don't like the way that the outside people has been treating Black Mississippians. I'm just telling you what they say. They say they're not believing.
John's face. Daniel, run PR because Jesus. I should have known Daniel was behind this. Something was telling me Daniel brought this clown on here.
What we're saying. They think that we this racist place down here, and so we don't really want to give them in.
I want this ignorant person to leave so badly that I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention to my voice, my irritation with this interview. Wasted airspace today. Did y'all verify he was a family friend or not? Shit's weird. Daniel, you messed up with this one. No one's interested in hearing anything else from this person. That's the most vague response ever. They are guilty. Now, we don't know that for sure, but at least that person's not being Coon Icket TV, okay? They're not being Random Tatum. They're not being Candace Owens. They're not being any Black MAGA woman at all, okay? Child, let's roll on.
Interviews anymore. That's exactly what was told to me this past Friday night.
But going back to your point, so you said that they think something happened to Nolan.
Yeah.
What do they think happened?
You said
well, oh my God.
You said they don't know what happened, but what are do they have any idea?
Dang, we're holding you accountable for this bullshit.
Are they giving you any theories?
Yeah, they were there.
No.
See, Dan, you are proving why people think you are all for protecting the white people.
One of them told me that they gave to the police.
Dan, you have some explaining to do for this.
About a week or so ago, the last two people Nolan was seen with, one was a girl, one was a guy, and I won't be giving their names, of course, because I don't need nobody trying to sue me. But that's what I was told, that it was a guy and a girl that they was last seen.
And Miss Christine gonna have to make another public statement saying she don't know that man like that. Prejudice versus racism differ. Prejudice is an internal attitude or prejudgment, while racism combines that bias with societal power and systematic structures. Now, Daniel, there's no outside. It is America. Okay. Of course, something happened. He's dead. Right. Now, of course, Own Ticket TV is not going to give that any credence because he wants to malign, assassinate socially, of course. Oh, you gotta be quicker than that, and try to delete people's different POVs just to have a platform. And at this point, I used to say Ticket TV really cared about Nolan Wells, but he doesn't. He doesn't. Because a real person would say, until everybody is cleared, nobody is cleared. Let's keep going.
Out is that this is my interpretation. It should not be the only interpretation, and it should not be taken as fact or 100% fact. So I think, she made her case, but I don't think people are believing that. People are having confirmation bias about what they're...
Exactly. And Coon Icket TV has confirmation bias. She said that is her interpretation. You have the right to say that as a YouTuber or a person on social media. And when nobody gets sued and when nobody's channel comes down, Coon Icket TV needs to come on and say I was fucking wrong. But that would mean he would have humility. God forbid. I pray for his wife. I mean, to procreate with that bastard. My God, was there not a better man for you? And I am so sorry to your kids. I mean, sincere. They gotta grow up with that piece of shit as a father. I can't do it. Let's continue.
They're hearing or not hearing on the tape. Some people say I don't hear anything, and some people legitimately don't hear anything. Right? And some people do.
Nancy Grace's audio engineer did the same thing. Nancy Grace's people did the same thing with the audio. Heard more things. Yeah, she did. Child. Everybody's a suspect until nobody's a suspect. Let's continue.
So
one thing I think that she did say was the name Bart. Well,
Daniel can't book nobody else. Daniel needs to be off of this story. Daniel, this was your opportunity to get it right. I'm gonna look at you sideways. More sideways now. That part, Camilla Hayes. That part. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. Daniel is the one who brought him on. Figures. New character for Drewski. Oh my God. Drewski, please do this. Please. You know what? Drewski can recreate this conversation.
She heard that from somewhere because she don't know nobody out there, and it was a Bart out there.
Nancy Grace had someone do the same, and they heard the same. That black lady engineer's not lying. She don't have a reason to piss me off. You heard that, Coon Icket TV? Yeah. Oh my God. Lara Jones, I feel you one more time.
By fourth night.
Right.
One more
on
time.
the part on the you said on the he saw
just like Coon Icket TV, reverse course, and pun intended, when Officer Tatum held back video when there was other people, and Officer Tatum said they're not a part of it. We didn't want to dox them. And Ticket TV was like, I hope somebody clips this. Coon Icket TV. Let me put some respect on his name. I hope somebody clips this. I hope somebody clips this. Motherfucker, nobody gonna clip your shit. Because you saying don't judge the white boys, but yet you flip-flopped, son. You are only repeating before the technology enhanced it, right? Before the audio was enhanced, rather. Through technology.
Let me tell you something. I've been asked that question so many times, even on other national radio talk shows and whatnot.
The name Bart was mentioned many times, but Bart wasn't supposed to be there according to what was said first.
I can't. It's so much stuff coming out, so many different variables. No,
Mike Ledbetter.
Right.
What else do we need to know?
He was the sheriff, and he's now a sitting congressman. It's hard for me to believe those guys gonna turn a blind eye when if it was any foul play. I just don't see that man walking away. Now, did he speak prematurely? I believe once they found his body, I believe it looked like a drowning when you first take a look at it. But what sparked suspicion is when the mom, Christine, started making phone calls about what happened to my son, how this happened, whatever. Then she started getting mom is the word. Well, that sparked suspicion. Well, that is a problem now. Now, the sheriff didn't already put
he's in the second place. Just be honest. Yes! Yes! Yes!
Put out his statement that they believed it was a drowning because that's at the first initial eyesight. And Don, I'm gonna say this to you, and Daniel. This case has taken on its own thing that nobody believed would have ever happened. And I believe if we had to start this case over, I believe you'll see a whole nother different case. You know, we all Monday morning quarterbacking. Even the sheriff, everybody that's involved. I don't believe that Ben Crump and Al would come down to Mississippi and say the same things and act the way they did. Because if you notice, he changed his stance. He changed up how he...
Wait a minute. See, even Dan knows this was a waste of time, dog. I got a whole bushel of peas for you to share. Oh my God!
Do you ever know? You don't know Al Sharpton?
Well, here's what I'm
saying. I think that they would handle it the same. But anyway, go on. Go on. I don't want to argue about it. Go on.
Right when Al came to the funeral, when Ben Crump come down here and did a press conference in our city right next to me, he was saying, "Let's wait on the facts and the evidence." See, Don, you being a powerful black man, you could actually help the atmosphere down here in South Mississippi.
You want me to come down?
Say again?
You want me to come down there?
I was going to invite you down. I wanted you to see how we...
Daniel, if you sell that motherfucking trip, I swear to God. And you know what? Somebody said something in Coon Icket TV's chat. That apparently everybody forgot the fight in Mississippi where black people was putting chairs to ass. And Coon Icket TV didn't acknowledge that. Oh, he or she has to cast the first stone, and he is casting some stones, ladies and gentlemen. Let's continue on.
Live as people down here together. They called me. I'm gonna take you around. The other thing to calm the climate. To calm the climate.
Well, the other thing you could help us do if John were to go down, and another reason why I feel like your voice and your perspective is important is because you know Sheriff Ledbetter, and when we chatted, you said, "Listen, I don't think Sheriff Ledbetter would."
If Bart wasn't there as first state, how is it now that they're confirming that he was there? He also had a boat in the vicinity, allegedly.
Hide things for anybody, but also you acknowledged that what a lot of people are acknowledging, which is Ashley Cole is a prominent judge in the area, and they all know each other, and it very well is a possibility that they are covering something up. Can you speak to that as well?
Well, you just never know, man. People that know one another, they know one another. Could it be?
And bastard on, who also should have been swallowed by his fucking mother.
You know what I'm saying? We all have sinned and come short of the glory of God.
Wow. So everybody has sinned and fall short of the glory of the Lord Jesus Christ. Okay. But yet you saying we shouldn't judge those boys like Coon Icket TV is doing. Okay. All right.
Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. But do not say, oh, no. No, he needs to go along. Since
This piece of shit bastard was the one to bring this piece of shit bastard on to Don Lemon's show, then Daniel should do the assignment. Not sorry. Let's continue on.
To ask me, I don't believe that they would cover anything up, because I'm gonna tell you something. The FBI is involved. The FBI does not have a problem with arresting a sitting judge. And
this is 47's FBI. Okay, he has used all government resources to get back at people and to hurt people. You fucking imbecile.
And if Miss Cole knew something and she played a part in aiding and abetting, she's looking at jail time. And
I would say that you were right about the FBI if we weren't in this place with where Kash Patel is leading and that where the FBI is doing whatever this administration wants them to do. But listen, Emmanuel, I would like for you to come back and we can finish this conversation.
No!
But I do have.
No, I want you just
must go right now. It is urgent that I go because I have a very important thing.
Hey, Don, I appreciate you having me on, man. I want you to come on down here, man, and I'm gonna feed you. And I'm gonna take you around. We're gonna just go talk and watch how the people run up to you and hug you and shake your hand,
I already know that. And
a lot of them gonna be white people. A lot of them gonna be white people, dog.
Always, wherever I go, those are always the ones, especially the ones who hate me. They're the first ones to come up and want pictures. But I'm surprised that you think I don't know how you live.
No, you from Baton Rouge. That's why I'm kind of surprised that you're kind of not where I'm at, you know? But I know
I'm not where you are because I grew up there. And the reason that I left is because I needed to be a whole person and I needed to have a perspective that was different than the perspective I grew up with. I was taught a lot of things by older people, by my elders, by my parents that turned out not to be true. And as I have, and where I am now.
Right. FBI started taking down the Black Panthers. What the fuck is he talking about? That part. Don't eat what he gives you. Child, when I tell you I have never seen a chat like this, okay? Listen. Oh, hang on. We're going 920 comments.
That some distance and I can look back at things and I have some history behind me. I understand what living in Baton Rouge is about. I understand living in the South is about. I understand thinking that racism is something else than what it is. So, and thinking that just because people are mixing and having kids together and that therefore that, you know, we don't live in a racist environment here, or that because someone is not overtly saying the N-word or trying to stop people that there isn't a racist environment there. Of course it is. And it's all illnesses that will kill you. I got to run. Okay, I understand
black
what you're
people
trying to say.
All we want to do is keep the peace and calm things down.
The black people that are like him is Candace Owens, other black women who support the president, Race Bane Tatum, and Iketivi. Okay, so black people, those black people are like this black person. That is correct. But for the rest of us, we don't associate with this bastard. Nor do we associate with Daniel Bryan, okay?
And we don't want to put this narrative out there of hate and racism. We want to make sure don't nobody else get killed behind this type of behavior.
Well, I'm not that kind of black person. I want to bring things to the fore. I want people to know what's up. I don't want to pretend. I don't think we should be having people saying, look, we don't want to do that. We're not trying to rile people up. Yeah, rile people up. Get them to understand.
But that's you got to rile them up saying the right things. You can't just rile them up saying racist.
The only way that you grow is through discomfort. The only way that you change is changing the law and forcing people to change. It doesn't come from like, hey, I don't want to cause any problems and let's just keep the peace and keep the status quo. And don't have these outside agitators coming in telling us how to live.
Listen, gentlemen, I think we should.
All right, but don't come here all racial.
I want to go.
Daniel, Don, this is a great conversation. I think we should continue.
I got it, Daniel.
It's not a great conversation, Daniel. You should shut the fuck up and listen to your boss.
That you grow is through discomfort. The only way that you change is changing the law and forcing people to change. It doesn't come from like, hey, I don't want to cause any problems and let's just keep the peace and keep the status quo. And don't have these outside agitators coming in telling us how to live.
Listen, gentlemen, I think we should.
All right,
but don't come here all racial.
I want to go.
Daniel, Don, this is a great conversation. I think we should continue.
I got it, Daniel. I got it, Daniel. I got it. I've been doing this for 35 years. I got it. All right. Okay. Thank you, Daniel.
Calm down.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Emmanuel. We'll go down. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, guys. All right. So look, guys, thank you all for watching today. I really do have an appointment. I'm already almost 10 minutes late for it.
That's a meme right there. Do you see this? This right here is a whole meme. Now I'm gonna go back for a minute because I want to get the initial facial reaction to Don Lemon right here. Hang on.
Thank you, Daniel.
Come down.
Well done.
Thank you, Daniel. So it's late for it. We'll go down. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, guys. All right. So look, guys, thank you all for watching today. I really do have an appointment. I'm already almost 10 minutes late for it.
Right there. Right there. Like that was that. Like Don Lemon is being very chill. I hope he activates all of his blackness.
You know what's up. Wow. So I understand what my family is saying even more when they come here, when they come visit me in New York and they say, I feel like we're living in an entirely different world than when we're in Louisiana. So look, y'all know what Harriet Tubman said. Okay, if you want to know anything about the Don Lemon Show, to be continued. Maybe we'll invite him back.
No!
If you guys want us, let me know in the comments. If you want to know anything about the Don Lemon Show, go to donlemon.com, check it out, get your tickets to DL&DL, go check out all of our platforms, become a member, subscribe. Also, let us know. We want to know everything that you're thinking, how you feel about it. Put it in the comments here on the YouTube or wherever it is, whatever platform that you're streaming us on. And also go check out our merch, all right? Check out the merch store. Send in your merch pictures of you wearing or using the merch, okay? So be informed without being inundated until I see you back here at 5 p.m. Eastern time here on the Don Lemon Show on the Don Lemon channel. I want you to turn the TV off. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. We're live weekdays at 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern with new content at 2 p.m. Eastern, sometimes at 8 p.m. So follow the Don Lemon Show wherever you are. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, Substack, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts. We are everywhere, and we're there every day. And if you want a little more, join the Lemon community. Exclusive posts, behind the scenes, live chats. Just hit join or check the channel pages. All right, I'll see you next time.
This is a sweat-proof shirt. Let's see if it can withstand the water balloon test. Here we go.
Now, one comment right now, it's not here, right? But one comment said that, thank God Daniel came in to save it. I said, child, if that was saving it, I would rather be left alone. Okay, so let's look at these comments. 920 comments. Can't fix stupid. OMG, this man is in the second place. Man, you had basically Officer Tatum on the show, basically repeatedly saying there's rich babies here and the racists are quiet. Thank you for Don Lemon for not backing down this interview. No playing with facts. And shout out to the I Had Lays. I get that we should wait for investigation to be completed, but this is Mississippi and the history speaks for itself. Prayers, rest well, Nolan. No more family friends, please. That I was rough to sit through. A lot of fear behind smile. God, if you invite him back, I will unsubscribe immediately. That was the hardest interview I ever had to watch because it's ignorant of his ignorance. Love you, Don. As a 10-year listener to you. Don, you did a beautiful job on the conversation. OMG, I couldn't even finish this. This is 44 minutes, 25 minutes, 53 minutes ago. When he said he ate lunch with him several times a week, I knew where this interview was going. All I knew is that they need to fix the Mississippi school system. Thank you for getting this man all together. He thinks that simple white people get real racism. That audio is real. Try love. Thank you for being honest. Now, Coon Icky TV may come after you for just having a difference of opinion or asking questions to gain understanding. Yeah, see, well, the bastard that should have been swapped by his fucking mother. Moving on, we all heard the name Bart. Good morning, Don. Thank you for keeping the story alive. Praying for the family Noah Wells from Monroe City. Mentally exhausted after listening to this. The ignorance was probably very disturbing. I didn't even share belief. I was saying, is that you, Don? I admire your level of experience with friends like these. Who needs enemies? Those are just some of the comments. Just some of the damn comments. Okay, now if I refresh it, 53,846 comments. Okay. Y'all see it right there. And 53,014 views. Streamed 3 hours ago. Okay. Y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. I gotta go. We're gonna talk about Roland Martin a little bit later on today. I got the tea from Tossaway K. And Child Poet Flacco had the original story. Child, that fucking piece of shit bastard who defends PDF academics is ridiculous. But that's neither here nor there. I'll see y'all later on tonight. Child, can I even find a positive news story after that? Because I'm just so done. Jesus, just. Now, here is something positive, okay? Here's something positive, right? It says right here, Coco Jones and Donovan Mitchell's wedding has Jaylen Brown ready to find his person. They touched me. It was great to see. From the Jasmine brand, the Philadelphia 76ers newcomer recently kicked it with his stream supporters, giving them a rundown of the good time he had celebrating fellow NBA star Devon Mitchell, tying the knot with R&B singer and actress Coco Jones. Jaylen showed love to the newlyweds, sharing love is so dope to be in the presence of two people that love each other, and all these people that gathered to celebrate their love. Weddings are dope. He also noted how refreshing it was to see his peers and compares in a different light. Beyond recap of the big day, the 29-year-old seemed inspired by the couple's love story. Admitted he's chilling right now, but ready for something more if it comes along. I'm open to love chat. If y'all got somebody for me, let me know. He said Jane was most recently romantically linked to NBA free agent Percy Garcic. Appears that he's been single since their 2024 split. So congratulations to Jaylen Brown for being open to love, everybody. That's it for me. One love, much love, all love. I feel the love is in right back to you. All right. Bye, everybody. Peace, love, and soul. Bye.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, You rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now, they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now, they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal.
Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content.
Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying